we go, folks. Referees are here. Teams are taking the ice. Mississippi Thunder Kings wearing their dark jerseys, taking on the U16B Cumberland Grads wearing their white and blues. We're now lining up for the final game before the holiday break. Cumberland Grads looking to put up 2 points against the last place team. Sitting out tonight, Jeremy Parenteau, being replaced by Enzo Bouvier-Sharp, who's wearing number 8 today. This game is brought to you by Orleans Dental Clinic, Nissan Myers Orleans, Clearview Optical, Triumph Gymnastics, Dennis Brew Limited, as well as Kenco Drywall. Thank you for everybody for sponsoring the U16B Cumberland Grads hockey team. Alright, now we're all set up at center for face-off.
Alright, so starting lineup. Looking at a an audio check here. Caden Cam picking off a pass. Bringing it to the wall. Kept in by Lamotte. MTK to center. They chip it in, down into the bottom of the zone. MTK recovering off the board, walking in to the high slot, trying to center it. Doesn't quite work. Caden Cam going in. He's harassed, so he gets the puck deep. Kept in by Tahoe. Fadden getting a knee to knee. Fadden chipping the puck forward. Gets it deep into the zone. He lays a good hit. MTK clearing the zone, skating it out, sending it deep. Feathers up to White on the half boards. Bouncing puck gets caught up on the wall. Back from the point, long shot. Crew gets a glove on and holds on for a whistle. Face off from the point. Puck is put wide of the net. Sent down the ice for an icing. If anybody's listening, and you can give me a just a confirmation that audio tech is working well. Face off comes back to the line. Walked, dumped in deep. Enzo Bouvier sharp, passing it through the slot, causing a giveaway and a goal. Got on there by Betsis. Betsis gets the puck to the wall. Bouvier sharp going in with a shot that goes wide. MTK going to the wall, not out as Betsis fires one high and wide. MTK sending bouncing puck to neutral. Keeps over to Bouvier Sharp. Bouvier Sharp up to Levesque, who gets hit off the puck. Cam leaving it for Bouvier Sharp. Bouvier Sharp to the center, no one. Wojcik with some good pressure. MTK walking in wide. Centering pass picked off by Cam. Cam knocked off the puck. MTK cycling back deep. Bouvier Sharp gets it to the line, not out. High stick is called against MTK. Face-off's coming outside of the zone. Cam throwing it over to Wojcik. Gets it up to Cam, who pushes it deep. Cam looking, centering to Wojcik on the back door for a goal. Beautiful play, beautiful pass. Way to find the open guy on the ice. Wojcik makes it 1-1. Caden Cam pushing the puck over to Wojcik. Wojcik getting the puck forward and deep. Wojcik cycling back deep to Cam. Wojcik knocked off the puck. But it gets over to McDonald. McDonald Back to Wojcik behind the net. Wojcik leaving it for Cam. Cam back to the point. Hogg with a shot on. That just sails just wide of the net. Wojcik going in the corner. Recovers it. Tries to center. MTK come up with the puck. And he skated in the slot. That's tipped high and wide. Alex Hogg laying a kip behind the net. Forcing MTK to get rid of the puck. MTK deep in the corner. Skating Cam able to get the puck out of the zone as he gets hit in front of his own zone. Icing is being called against MTK on the long dump in. We reset at the other end. Charlie McFadden on the draw. Gets the puck over to Owen White. Owen White cycling deep around the net. Cahill trying to hold the line, just not able to. MTK able to get in on the break-in, get a shot on net. MTK again. They dump the puck in. Crew out to play it, leaves it for Brothers. Brothers taps it over to Cahill. Cahill having to get rid of it quick. Up to White. White chipping it forward out of the zone. He gets knocked down as he's entering. Puck goes off of an MTK glove on the bench. Plays whistle down, and we're going to have a face-off over to the right of the MTK goalie. MTK getting the puck out. Icing waved off. Keith having to come back. Cycles it around. MTK from the high slot. They get a shot off. That gets bounced around. It goes off a skate and wide. Back from the point. Shot knocked down in front. And the point again. Baptiste picks off the puck. Backhands it over to Levesque. Levesque gets to the red line. Dumps the puck deep. MTK trying to break it out. Baptiste steals it. Centers it. Loose puck in the slot. Nobody can get their stick on it. Here's Lamotte. Goes for a swing as well, but that goes into his feet. Cumberland grabs in their zone. Having a reset as MTK was able to get the puck deep. MTK from behind the net. It's all jammed up by Hogg. It's all tied up. Baptiste is in there giving him a hand. Baptiste setting the puck around and down the ice. MTK D to D on the outlet. Brothers with the puck over to Lamotte. Lamotte finding ice, skating the puck in. Stops, waits, gets it to the slot. Everybody is tied up. Nobody can get their stick on it. MTK with speed going wide. Entering the zone. Ty McDonald backhands the puck out into neutral. McDonald looking for a pass across the Wojcik. That was a little long. MTK recover. MTK, long lead pass kept in by Wojcik, who boots it back in. Bouncing puck at the line. Kept in by Cam. Wojcik gets a shot off. That goes a little wide. McDonald cycling back deep. Wojcik in the corner. Gets the puck to the half boards. MTK able to capitalize on that and break out from the middle of the zone. Cahill trying to fire it around the net. That slips under his stick. Centering attempt broken up by Cam. MTK get the puck to the high slot. No shot possible. Back to the line. Dumped in deep from behind the net. Centering pass. Ty McDonald clears it from the slot in danger area. White skates it deep around the zone. Caden Cam goes for a change. Pierce Teed to White. White walking in from the half boards. Gets a shot off. That goes a little high and wide. Pierce Teed holding the line. So there's Keesh. White centering. Puck goes through the blue paint, but no one there to get a stick on it. MTK does recover the puck. And they get it deep into the Cumberland end. Bouvier Sharp takes a hit to make a play. Centering pass that trickles off far side post. MTK back on his own entry, broken up by Keish. Keish gets a puck into White's skates. White getting hit. With McFadden helping him out on the back check. Keish gets a puck over to McDonald to McFadden. McFadden across to Pierce Teed, who shoves the puck forward, gets it behind the MTK net. Lamotte can't hold the line, but he gets a hold of the puck and fires it right back in. MTK looking for the long pass and dump. Lamotte sends one in on net from the MTK blue line. The goalie makes a save and holds on for a whistle. That's his, gets the puck back to Lamotte. Lamotte with a shot gets tipped just wide of the net. Long bouncing puck recovered by Lamotte at center. Sends it back to MTK zone and they fire it back down the ice. Lamotte, two players on him to try to knock him down, but he still gets the puck down the ice over to Baptiste, who's with Levesque. Baptiste with shot that goes wide. Puck comes all the way down the ice. Lamotte on the foot chase. Gets it down. He's the first on the puck. Cumberland opting to ice the puck in order to get a change and to reset with fresh legs in their zone. Cam directing traffic before the face-off. Gets the puck to the line, not out. MTK fired back around. Brothers reversing the play. Cahill back to Brothers. Up to McDonald on the wing. McDonald breaking out, skating along the wing on the right side. Gets the puck behind the net, gives it to Wojcik. Wojcik setting up in the corner. Back to Brothers at the line. Brothers down to Wojcik. Wojcik from the corner looking for open blades of sticks to put it on. Gets it to the slot. Nothing comes of it. Brothers gets it back to the slot. Wojcik sails it just wide of the net. McDonald from behind tries to get a hold of the puck and to send it to the point. It gets picked off. Crew having to come out to play the puck. Almost gives Ty a breakaway. But McDonald had the buck bounce over his stick. MTK coming back on the attack. MTK from the wall. Quick shot on. Crew makes a save and hangs on. McFadden wins the draw. Pulls the puck back. It's popped up by Keish. Keish gets it to White. White flies it forward. MTK get the puck out of his zone. Keish to Bouvier Sharp. Back to Keish. Up to White. White tips it deep. MTK on the setup. From deep to the half boards. Over to the center. He skates it into the zone. McFadden right there on the back check, helping on his D. He's able to tip MTK the puck. MTK from the corner trying to center. Keish getting a stick on it. White gets a puck up to Pierce Teed. Pierce Teed with McFadden. Trying to backhand it to the slot to McFadden. That's picked off by MTK. MTK, a good speed on the left wing. Broken up by Lamotte. Lamotte gets the puck to the line, but not out. Now he does. Gets it to the red. Feeds Baptiste a little hard. But the puck makes it behind the goal line. Baptiste with a quick shot from the top of the zone. The goalie had a hard time handling that. Gave a big rebound on the slot. MTK picks it up. And they go off the half boards. MTK to neutral. Just onside. Broken up by Hogg. Puck comes outside of the zone. Picked up by Levesque. Levesque going in, skating on the right side. Levesque centering pass. Puck just doesn't hit anybody there. MTK do come back with a 3-on-2 the other way. Shot goes wide of the net. Cosgrove picking that rolling puck off the wall. Sending it for Levesque. A little long for Levesque. Puck hops over his stick. Makes its way all the way down into the opponent's zone. MTK on the wall. Working the puck out to the corner. MTK can pass. That's allowed in their own zone as they're defending. MTK from behind the net. Give the puck to Levesque. Levesque elects to fly it forward. The puck goes around the net. MTK get possession. From neutral, they dump it in. Brothers sets up behind his own net. Over to Cahill. Cahill back to Brothers. Brothers up to Wojcik. Wojcik across for Cam. That was a little behind him. But Cam still able to get the puck and fire it deep. MTK tied up behind their net by McDonald. Cam helping out. He gets a quick backhand that rolls across to the other side. Keish pinching. Sending it to McDonald on the back door. Cam with the loose puck. Sends it just wide of the net. Good scoring opportunity by Cumberland. Just not able to capitalize on that one. Wojcik tied up against the wall. Cam comes up with the puck. And it makes its way all the way down the MTK ice. MTK. Quick zone entry and shot from the line. Crew gloves that down and holds on for a whistle. Lamotte hitting the corner. Still keeps possession of the puck. Decides to drag it for a bit in the corner. Lamotte getting smashed up in the corner. He's killing off time to end the period. Buzzer goes off. Whistles blow. Cumberland keeps it at 1-1. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll be back for period number 2. We got some fans driving to the music. All right, here we go. Period number 2. Bouncing up puck at center. That's shot in by McFadden. MTK recover the puck deep in their zone. They flip it off the half boards. Get it past Hogg. TK going in one-on-one. Shot from the high slot. Crew right there to make a save. Then the Kings win the draw. They get a shot off. It's blocked to the side. One-timer on net, sent wide. Pucks from low to high. Prue making a save. Puck trickled out as the ref blew the whistle. Keeps it tied at 1. That's it. Gets the puck on the wall. Comes back to the point. Set back to the half boards, but Cosgrove gets a hold of it and backhands it to Levesque. Levesque on his own entry to Cosgrove. Cosgrove on the backhand. Difficult save by the goalie. A little bit of tussle in front of the net. Referee's going to allow it. A face-off coming to the left of the goalie. Cumberland winning the draw. Levesque trying to leave it behind. Doesn't quite work. As MTK able to organize and get a 3-on-3 going the other way. MTK cycling it puck deep from behind the zone. Over to the wall. Nobody there for MTK. Levesque gives it up, but Betsy's able to get a hold of it. Betsy's going in. Deep shoots. Rebound. Cosgrove trying to get his stick on it, but bouncing puck avoided him getting a good shot off. Levesque up to Betsis on the wall. Betsis cutting to center. Got a shot off the post. Got his own rebound. Fired the puck high and wide. Levesque's yanked down behind the net. Referee's allowing it as well. Big dump in by MTK. Puck comes back to the line. Cam getting in there. Puck's stop against the wall. Rolls off of the goalie and to the line. Cumberland able to clear the zone. MTK breaking in through the slot. Shot on net. That's steered aside by Keish. Keish to Wojcik. Wojcik passes the red. Fires one in. The puck dives behind the net. McDonald picks it up. Gets it to Wojcik. Wojcik hit off the puck. Cam gonna get called for a penalty. Cam's gonna go for charging. Two minutes on the clock for the power play for MTK. McDonald on the draw. Puck comes to the point. Point man across. One-timer. Crew makes a glove save. Face off, won by MTK. Ramut gets a hold of the puck, sends it down the ice. McDonald chasing that puck down, putting some pressure, then he goes for a change. McFadden intercepting a pass, fires it into the bench right onto Owen White. No injuries. Whistle. Face off coming just outside of the Cumberland zone. MTK with possession. McFadden walking in to break up a play, and Lamotte sending the puck down the ice. 1:09 left in the Cumberland penalty. MTK looking for the long breakout lead pass. Well, he makes it to Brothers. MTK with possession deep in their zone at the line. Off the wall. Cajon blocking a shot, sending the puck down the ice. Goalie plays it to his D. Defender goes around the net, stops up. Long lead pass. Dump in. Puck is cycled back behind the net, then to the half wall and to the point. Point man looking low. Doesn't quite work. Puck's jammed up behind the net. Cajon comes up with it behind the net. He's cross-checked behind. MTK come up behind it. MTK from the point. Shot on net. Who makes an easy save? "15 seconds left in the Cam penalty. Puck comes back to the point. Shot on, blocked by Cosgrove. Bouvier Sharp fires the puck down the ice with 5 seconds left. Back to even strength. As of now, Caden Cam coming out of the box, nearly getting in the way of that play. As Betsis backhands it over to Levesque at the center. MTK is still able to keep possession, however. They walk in on the left wall. Shot on net. Saved by Prue. Face off won by MTK. They're able to get the puck back to the point. Shot on net. Goes off the edge of the boards. Into the netting. Out of play. We're going to reset that face off with the right of the goalie. Face off comes back to Bouvier Sharp. Bouvier Sharp gets it up to Levesque. He gets it out of the zone, but does not retain possession. Cosgrove getting some good pressure on. Comes up with the puck in the corner. MTK able to get it up to the half boards. Keith pinching. That's his behind Levesque is going for 2 minutes for slashing as he slashed the stick out of the opponent's hand. Two-minute power play, MTK. It's 9:16 left in the second. MTK with possession at the point. D to D. Shot on net. That was weak. Cam gets a hold of it. Gets it down the ice to kill some time. MTK defender from behind his own net. Fires the puck forward. He had not hit the red line yet. Icing is called against MTK. Face off coming to the Mississippi zone. Caden Cam on the draw. MTK kicked out of the face-off. We're going to reset, redo it. MTK come up with the puck. They get behind the net. They set up. MTK have their breakout broken up by Cam. As well as McDonald to get the puck from his own blue line and gets it out of his zone. MTK on the dump and chip. Brothers able to get it to the corner. MTK with possession from behind the net. They're looking to center, making something happen. Centering pass. Didn't quite get there. Crew stretching out, but Cumberland able to get it out of the zone. Mississippi Thunder Kings setting up from deep in their zone on the breakout. That's broken up by Quiche. Fires the puck deep into the Mississippi zone. The Mississippi zone. MTK carrying, entering, losing the puck as Quiche gets it to Baptiste down the ice. 10 seconds left on the penalty. Baptiste coming up with a puck deep in the MTK zone. Back to even strength. Wojcik to Quiche. Wojcik from the half boards battling. Quiche comes in, fires a shot off. That's knocked down and wide by MTK. MTK on the breakout. 1-on-3. Long shot on net. Crew making a save. Thunder Kings chipping the puck forward. Playing it in neutral. Baptiste picking it up for Wojcik. Wojcik all tied up. Tries to put it behind him to McFadden. McFadden was all hooked up and couldn't skate up to get the tip in. No call on the play. MTK, weak shot, short side. Crew able to steer that aside. Quiche laying a hit in the corner. MTK from down low back to the point. D-man miffed on the pass with Shepson and had to get rid of the puck. Didn't quite work. Too many men not called against MTK as they didn't touch out the puck. Owen White going in to lay a hit. Pierce Teed holding the line. Owen White in the corner. He gets bumped. MTK trying to pass across. Broken up by McFadden. McFadden deep in the zone. Gets the puck over to White center. White with a little extra move. Puts Pierce Teed offside. We get a reset for another face-off. Hogg getting a hold of the puck on the face-off, dumps it in deep. That's all jammed up near the top of the zone on the wall. Baptiste comes up with it, goes for a shot, gets his pocket pick, retains possession, fires one across. Nobody there to capitalize on the feed. Shot is knocked down in the slot. Bouncing puck in the slot. But comes deep. Lamont able to get a hold of it. Now MTK gets a shot from the point. Crew steers that aside. Puck's all jammed up against the wall. Hogg fanning on his pass. Lamont able to help him out. Come out with the puck. Gives it to Baptiste. Baptiste over to Cosgrove. Cosgrove has the puck bounce off of his stick as Baptiste gives it to Levesque for a one-timer right in the slot. That almost happened. Almost worked. Baptiste gets knocked down as he did not have the puck. MTK going off for interference. Interference is called against MTK. 2 minutes or less on the power play for Cumberland. PP1 on the ice. Puck goes through boards, down to the point. Caron skating, looking, waiting. McFadden on the backdoor feed, just didn't quite work. However, MTK gets possession and they send the puck deep into the Cumberland zone on who's on the power play. McDonald over to McFadden. McFadden entering the zone, shoots. Goalie gloves that down and holds on for a whistle. 3:32 left in the second period. 1:24 left in the MTK penalty. Owen White holding his man on the face-off. MTK still get possession and get the puck down the ice. Prue out of his net. Leaves the puck behind it for Brothers. Brothers going up for McFadden. McFadden on the wing. Enters, goes around the net. Slows down, looking for options. McFadden stopped in the corner. Gets it to the point. Caron back down for McFadden. McFadden against the board. Looking. Trying to get across the Brothers. Doesn't quite work. Caron holding the line. White with a backhand just trickles wide of the net. MTK get the puck and shoot it down. Prue over for Caron as Brothers had pressure on him. Caron leaving it for Cam. Give it away, give it away, give it away. Baptiste giving the puck away. Tipping call against MTK. 5-on-3 power play for Cumberland for the next 18 seconds, sorry. Cam pulling it back. MTK able to push it forward, kill some time, forcing Lamotte to retreat behind his net. Lamotte over to Cam. Prue signaling penalties over. We're on almost 5-on-4. We're now on the 5-on-4. Baptiste over across, shot on net, bouncing rebound. Was able to be brought out of harm's way. Cam cycling deep for Cosgrove. Cosgrove deep for Cam. Cam gets stripped of the puck. It comes to the other side for Lamotte. Lamotte deep for Baptiste. Baptiste for Cosgrove. Cosgrove for Baptiste. Up for Lamotte. Lamotte from top of the slot. Shot. Bouncing puck in front. Cam gets it to the line. A little hard as the puck sneaks out on Quiche. Quiche up to McFadden. MTK swinging at pucks to center. MTK first on the puck. From the slot. Shot. Prue makes a good blocker save. Sends that aside. MTK holding the line. Quiche deep in the zone. Flips it over to McFadden. McFadden, long pass to Baptiste. That goes under his stick. MTK with possession. They fire the puck down. Glove down by Cumberland. McFadden try to go in to enter, but that ends up offside. MTK with possession off the draw. Lift pass there. Another one. Crew forced to make a save on the turnover. Puck goes out of play. Another whistle. And White pinning the puck against the boards. White fires it around. To the point, not out. On the half boards. Battle along the wall. 8 seconds left in this period. Puck sneaks out. Brothers backhands it high. And the buzzer goes off. That's going to be the end of the second period. All right, we're all set up for period number 3. Cumberland grabs. All tied up. 1-1 against MTK. Peace. Up to Cosgrove. Cosgrove gives it to Betsis. Betsis walking in. Shot. Goalie able to get just enough to send it wide. Betsis centering. Picked off by MTK. Comes up back to the point. Peace. Quick shot on net. Goalie holds on for a whistle. Caden Cam on the draw. The puck is got the half boards. Cam knocked down from behind. No penalty on the call. Wojcik laying a hit. Comes up with the puck. MTK able to get their stick on it and get it out of the zone. Olivier Sharp stops the entry at his own blue. MTK do get it in deep now. As Peace gets it to Cam, gives it to Wojcik. Wojcik with a pass who got intercepted. No harm, no foul as the puck gets blocked. MTK rimming it around. Send it across and in neutral. Shot on net, blocker to side by Prue. McFadden laying a hit as Lemott comes up with the puck, gets it to the line, not out. Lemott going to the other side. He gets clobbered against the board. The puck comes to Hogg in the slot. Hogg up to Pierce Teed, who feeds McFadden. McFadden with a nifty little move. Doesn't get the puck past the defender. With Mississippi regaining possession. McFadden at the line, holds it, sends it in. He gets knocked over. As Lamotte puts a bouncing puck on net. Goalie able to get a pad on it and steer it aside. Hogg from neutral. Sends it deep into the zone. Puck comes bouncing back to Hogg at neutral. Hogg at the area pass to White. Doesn't quite work. MTK at center. Calhoun to Brothers. Brothers headman to White, who's able to get around two players that are trying to hit him. White fires it deep. Fadden going in to help. Calhoun from the line. Goalie makes a save. Puck dies on the doorstep. Nobody could find it. Except for the goalie, who gets a glove on the loose puck and secures a whistle. That's his pulling it back to Keish. Keish, the lead dumping as the puck is bouncing on top of his stick. Keish to Bouvier Sharp. Bouvier Sharp with a shot on. The goalie able to make the save. Rebound comes to the corner and to the point. Bouvier Sharp holds the line, gets it back deep. Back to Bouvier Sharp again. He holds the line a third time this shift. MTK able to finally get it out of their own zone. MTK DDD pass didn't quite work. They get a reset, try again. Bouvier Sharp giving the puck to Keish. Keish deep in the zone. Looking across for Levesque. Levesque flips it forward and deep into the Mississippi zone. Mississippi player tripped up, no hand on the play. MTK with a high flip to the other side of the zone. Broken up by Bouvier Sharp. Baptiste heading in on the wing with a nice move. Off the pad. Rebound goes to Wojcik. Wojcik gets a shot that gets blocked on the way in. Lamotte with the puck. Backhands it deep into the zone. Wojcik coming out of the corner with it. Centers it to Cam. Cam with a shot right on net. Goalie flashes the glove and makes a save. Cam on the draw, gets it back to Hogg. Hogg looking, takes a quick shot, but that gets blocked down. Lamotte with another shot, rebound. Cam gets another shot on. McDonald with a bouncing puck from behind the net, tries a centering attempt. The puck dives in the crease beside the goalie. He puts the glove on and hangs on. Cam on the draw, gets a puck to Wojcik in the corner. Wojcik fighting for a puck. Cam had a broken stick. He goes for a change. Lamotte over to McFadden, back to Lamotte. Lamotte skating it in. Lamotte gets behind the net. He's all tied up. Still maintains possession of the puck. Gets it on the short side. Goalie makes a save and gets a whistle. McFadden on the draw, pushes the puck forward. We'll get a reset as the goalie made another save. Puck comes back to MTK, who rim it around the zone. Brothers fires it back in. Deep for White. White centers it. MTK get their stick on it. Mississippi driving center. Doesn't work. Shot on net. That's off of a stick. Out of play into the netting. And we're going to have a face-off to the left of the Cumberland goalie. Owen White on the draw. Gets the puck to the wall. MTK from behind the net. Going around the zone. Deep in the corner to the line. Shot blocked by Pierce Teague. Cajon gets double teamed even if he didn't touch the puck. No arm up on the play. McFadden with the feed to Pierce Teague. That was a little long for his stick. Makes it sway all the way down to the Mississippi goalie. Assist on the draw. There's a puck to Levesque, who pushes it forward deep in his own. Lamotte from the line, shot on net, bounces off of a skate towards Cosgrove. Cosgrove couldn't control the bouncing puck. MTK from their corner to neutral. Lamotte knocks that down. MTK right back at it. They enter the Cumberland area. From behind the net, the top of the circle, back low, across, net's off, whistle is blown.